this evening, and of course, wherever you are. Thank you for joining me on my last show. For those who stopped by, that was a wild ass show in itself. That episode we spoke about, the last episode we talked kinks and fetishes, and we found some wild shit that some people out there are doing, which goes beyond the realm of actual original sex. I mean, there's some freaks out there. Some of you people out there, you got some shit going on from some of the stuff we sat there and we read, and boy, was it hilarious. It was a really, really fun show, and we did it on the weekend, so I had all my regulars and everybody on there, so it was a lot of fun. Had a good time. Anyway, though, thanks for joining this evening. It is Wednesday where I'm at, Wednesday night. Actually, I'm already halfway through the week. This has been an incredibly fast week. In general, I don't know where April's going or where 2025 is going, but I can tell you, it's moving on. It's moving along really, really fast. Shoot. So before you know it, it'll be summertime. You know what I mean? It's just right around the corner. But other than that, my week has been going pretty good. Work hasn't been too crazy. I'm slowly getting used to my new workplace here in Korea. I'm going to be here maybe a couple of years or so. It's coming along, man. Like I said, when I first came here, it was such a weird vibe. It was different from where I last left. And I'm slowly getting into the whole, it's coming along. I'll just leave it at that. It's nothing crazy, but it's coming along. But anyway, without further ado, tonight's episode was inspired by just some thoughts I had recently. And one of those thoughts that has been like in my mind is gender reveals. Okay, gender reveals. I don't understand it. I mean, I get the fundamental behind it, but I just don't understand why people go through these lengths to tell the world that they're having a kid and what the kid is. You know, and I don't ever understand it. You know, there used to be a point where you didn't know what the hell you were having. It's just whatever came out of that shit, you had it, and you just hoped that it was healthy and, you know, grew up strong. You know, then sonograms was invented, and then, you know, you had to show everybody what you had. Some people, they go get checked up, and then when the baby is old enough to have his gender revealed inside, some people just like, nah, I don't want to know. I just want to wait until, you know, the baby comes out. And then some people want a sonogram, and they're like, yeah, tell me the gender, but we won't tell anybody else. Now everybody has to have this extravagant party to reveal what they're having. It blows my mind. Now, when gender reveals started, it didn't start where it is now. It was very simplistic from what I've heard, and it started with a blogger with a birthday cake. This was, I think, somewhere around 2008, 2009. And at the time, that's when the concept of gender reveals was cute. You know, it wasn't too much going on. But nowadays, gender reveals have gotten so out of control, it's to a point where people have even gotten, you know, unalived during a gender reveal. Can you imagine? You go through all this length through a gender reveal, and you cause somebody to lose their life. And it's, you know, how do you live? You know, you're celebrating the entry of a new life, only to accidentally take another life over a gender reveal. You know, the sad reality is nobody gives a shit what you have. It's that simple. Nobody gives a shit if you have a boy, a girl, or a ham sandwich. No one gives a shit. So why do you go through such lengths to tell people and the world what you're having? There's thousands of babies born every day. I'm sorry, there are thousands of babies. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I don't have any kids, at least not any babies. But I tell you what, if I have a kid for the first time, I'm not having a gender reveal. The furthest I would go is a sonogram, and that would be something that me and my wife will keep, and then everybody else will figure out what the baby is later. And then if you don't know what to buy the kid, depending on gender or whatever, you'll find out when the kid is born. But I'm not going through all those lengths and hurdles to tell the world what this kid's gonna be. Who cares? Anyway, I'm just being for real, all right? Nobody gives a shit what you're having, all right? And if it's going to cost somebody their life, then you need to reevaluate some shit. So what is a gender reveal? A gender reveal. Now, gender reveal parties. I pulled up some facts and stuff, and of course I got some stories, actual real life stories of shit that went bad. Fixwell, what's going on? You said tell the world free R. Kelly. My man, you come on my show once in the blue, and I love the fact, but And I love the fact that you are still rallying for R. Kelly when R. Kelly is not even eligible for parole. That man ain't coming out no time soon. And you know what? Just keep fighting the fight. You never know. The justice system could be weird sometimes. He might be eligible for parole. He might just come up on parole. Maybe. I don't know. But right now, it ain't happening. Gender reveals, all right? Again, I pulled up some facts and stuff on gender reveal because I get the fundamentals. I get the the happiness and the thought behind it, but people, some of you are fucking crazy with this shit. All right, so gender reveal parties is a trend that started back in 2008, which I didn't even know about. Involve revealing a baby's sex during a celebration, often using pink or blue to indicate girl or boy. Now, I'm not getting into the politics of gender, so don't sit here and get on this show and be like, oh, gender and sexuality are two different things. I don't want to fucking hear that. We're talking about gender reveal, and that's it. Keep that shit over there. And it gained popularity through social media. Now, the history and trend, again, 2008, when this blogger cut into a cake with pink icing to reveal her baby's gender. Now, in popularity, gender reveal parties have become increasingly popular, especially on social media. And some of the methods that are used when it comes to gender reveals include cutting it into a cake, popping balloons filled with confetti, or using other creative methods like piñatas or fireworks. Okay, you had me at piñatas. Anything fireworks and above is wild work. Just think, nobody ever thinks of the safety behind using fireworks for a gender reveal, okay? Mind you. Piñatas is cute, cakes, confetti, balloons. But when you start using explosives, fireworks, airplanes, just to tell people what you're having that nobody gives a damn about except the people that are there, it's just it's too much. It's too goddamn much. All right, so there's more to this. Now, what are some of the details of a gender reveal? Now, Fix, you said let's do a gender reveal, but R. Kelly style. My man, I can't even imagine an R. Kelly style gender reveal. It's either he's gonna piss pink or he's gonna pee blue. That's the only way I see R. Kelly gender reveal happening, which is insane work. All right, party details, okay? Now, the purpose. What is the purpose of the gender reveal? Now, according to this, it says the purpose is obviously to celebrate the upcoming birth of a baby and to reveal the baby's gender to friends and family. The timing. Now, when is a good timing to have a gender reveal? It says, Fix, you're crazy. Gender reveal parties typically take place during the second trimester after the mid-pregnancy ultrasound, which is usually done between 18 to 22 weeks, which will reveal genitalia of the so-called child to be. And then that's when people are like, okay, I know what the baby's gender is, blah, blah, blah. Let's do a gender reveal to tell everybody what we're having. Whoopity-doo. Now, the host is obviously the parents-to-be, okay? Friends or family members or friends can host a party as well. Guest list. Some people recommend keeping the guest list small. But there are people that have extravagant gender reveal parties. I'm talking inviting neighbors, families, friends, ancestors, anybody to the gender reveal. I mean, it can get out of control. Etiquette. Now, it's common for the parents to be surprised by the reveal, so someone else might know the secret. Social media. Some people recommend holding off on social media posts until after the party. Yes, people. Your whole life doesn't need to be on social media, okay? Not everything needs to be on social media. Don't live stream your gender reveal. Don't YouTube it. Just let some shit be private for a moment. And afterwards, if you want to sit there and put it on a whole new level, then yeah, sure, go ahead. But yeah, just keep it offline for a bit. You know what I mean? Now, some of the safety and concerns of gender reveals, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this show, because there has been some gender reveal parties that has caused some serious damage. There was even one gender reveals, I think somewhere in California, that triggered off a small earthquake. Yes, people, a gender reveal triggering off an earthquake. There was one that triggered off a forest fire. There was one in Mexico that the pilot, I guess, was supposed to reveal the gender as he flew over the gender reveal, and he ended up crashing into a tree. All so you can reveal whether or not your kid is a boy or a girl. Anyway, some of the safeties and concerns of having a gender reveal party as follow. Some of the risk. Some gender reveal methods, like using fireworks, can be dangerous and even cause wildfires, because again, that has actually happened. environmental impacts to a gender reveal. Some methods like using confetti can have an environmental impact. I mean, yeah, the confetti could blow everywhere. Animals can end up eating some of the confetti, and then you got problems. All right, we don't think of any of this shit when we do gender reveals, but these things come with serious implications. We don't think about it because we're celebrating a joyous moment of life to be, and yet we don't think about this shit. Now, another thing is a big controversy too with gender reveals that was not much of a big deal when gender reveals were first introduced. And that's transphobia. Now, some people have criticized gender reveal parties for being transphobic by putting an unnecessary emphasis on sex assigned at birth. Listen, I'm not knocking all that, but I'm going to tell you right now, do not go showing up to people's parties, gender reveal parties, preaching certain things that don't need to be preached. All right? Some people don't want to hear that. All right? So if you're the type that is all about trans rights, and there's nothing wrong with that, there's a time and place for everything. You don't want to go to somebody's gender reveal preaching this, because it can cause some serious problems, ultimately destroying the whole gender reveal party. And of course, alternatives to gender reveals. Some people are choosing to forego gender reveal parties altogether, or to find more environmentally friendly and inclusive ways to announce the baby's gender. Here's one alternative: just don't announce it. Now, I know some people do announce it for the sake of baby registries, gifts, and stuff like that, because there's nothing, I guess it can be a little chaotic trying to figure out, family members, they don't know what to get this kid because they don't know whether to buy boy toys or clothes and girls toys. Nowadays, it's to some people, it don't matter what you buy. You understand what I'm saying? You can dress the boy in pink, dress the girl in blue, whatever. It's a different world out there now. But these are some of the highlights of gender reveal parties. It can get dangerous, people. It can get very dangerous. And for what? For nothing. For nothing. Now, it says the practice has been criticized for the use of elaborate and dangerous special effects, which have directly contributed to multiple unalive events. Injuries in large-scale forest fires, namely the 2017 Sawmill Fire and the 2020 El Dorado Fire. This practice has also been criticized for reinforcing gender stereotypes and the gender binary. Again, those two terms were not much put out there when gender reveals were introduced, but now we're in 2025 and there's more of an emphasis on gender stereotypes and gender binaries, to where it's starting to put a damper on gender reveals. And again, people, there's a time and place to preach what you stand by. And again, if you support these things, then there's time and place. You can't just show up to somebody's gender reveal and do this. All right. Now, again, I'm going to go back to the history again, the history and the development. Again, I think I said somewhere around 2008. The gender reveal was born. Now, a little bit more in detail, it says the gender reveal party developed in the late 2000s, and the early example was recorded in the 2008 post of Jenna Kovanidis, high-gloss source announcing the sex of her fetus by a cake. She had previously had several unfortunate miscarriages and wished to celebrate that her pregnancy had developed to the point that the sex of the fetus could be determined. YouTube videos can be found as early as 2008 and 2009. So again, people, if you want to see some of the first gender reveals, go to YouTube. It's apparently, type it up, 2008, 2009. That's when they really started becoming more popular, but they were more like, cake and balloon. They didn't get to the point of where we are right now, which is, I think, ridiculous. It said around 2011 they started becoming a little bit more profound and a little bit more significant. Everybody just thought, oh wow, this is a beautiful idea, it's so cute, let's try it. People did it, and then you have to always one up someone. You always have to take someone's idea and one up it one. You know what I mean? And for those who are passing by on the chat, definitely I appreciate you guys stopping by for a second or a minute, and you could chime in at any time when I do these shows on this podcast. And again, you can find this podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just type up The Daily Mind. Over 400 episodes, YouTube channel, IG, it's all over the place. And if you want to join on live, you can. And I always encourage a little bit of interaction when it comes to certain topics. Maybe some of you people down below may not be a fan of gender reveals. Maybe you've been to a gender reveal. I'd like to hear some stories, whether it's yay or nay, whether you like them or not. Just interact with me, so I'm not doing all the talking. All right, now we forgot about baby showers. That needs to be a topic too. That needs to definitely be a show. Baby showers, okay? Because I know growing up, I've been to or heard about many a baby shower. You know what I mean? And the baby shower it was almost like a precursor to the gender reveal if you think about it, because it was already a set theme. The parents already knew the sex of the baby, and that they told people, hey, we're having a baby shower, we're having a girl. Okay, so we're gonna have this particular theme for a girl, whether it was pink balloons and whatever, elephants, and then you bring all your gifts and stuff like that. Now it says baby showers, a traditional prenatal celebration, has some key differences from gender reveal parties. Now it says primarily the focus on gender reveal parties is the fetus sex, while baby showers focus on giving of supplies and items for the future infant to expected parents. Traditionally, baby showers are for women only, although some men do show up, while gender reveal parties have no inherently associated gender restriction, which means it's on the same plane as going to a birthday party or something like that. Anybody can come to these gender reveals. There is no restriction like the baby showers. Now, the spread and mediatization of the gender reveal. This trend was popularized on social media platforms such as YouTube, IG, Pinterest, blah, blah, blah. Although originated before the latter two, this mediatization have significantly boosted the likelihood of expected parents to have or take part in gender reveal parties. Internet remix culture lends the practice great receptivity towards individual creativity, blah, 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 blah. Now, the trend, of course, spread about because somehow it made it to South Korea, but that's because of the influence of YouTube. So in 2022 in South Korea, Na Ju-yi of Hankuk Libo reported that the trend was growing amongst young parents. Now, Na noted that the parents differed in several ways from those in the West. Now, some parties, instead of focusing on the parents, are focused on the grandparents. In Asian culture, grandparents are put on a very high pedestal. In addition, due to low birth rate in South Korea, the parties are perceived somewhat positively, and the historical practice of preferring male children has become significantly reduced, because there was once upon a time in China where, I don't even know if it's still a thing now, where most parents preferred to have males over females. And then there was a particular birth rate thing that they had where you only can have a certain amount of females and males. It was kind of crazy. Right now, South Korea and Japan are going through a real deficit of birth rates. These are people who their populations are aging very quickly, and nobody's having babies anymore. The economy is crazy everywhere, man. I don't think it's a good time to even have kids, but if you do, you do. Congratulations. All right, now it says the parties are where was I? Finally, while there is technically a law that forbids doctors from informing parents of the baby's gender before 32 weeks of pregnancy, parents still manage to receive guesses from doctors. That I did not know. I swear, you live overseas, you learn some things. All right, so there's also planning the event, during the event. So let's go to during the event, because I think, it says here, while the focus remains on the sex of the fetus, the reveal is typically the climax of the party. So, there's always the build-up, the cake, the music, and then when it comes time to reveal, that's the climax of the party. And then once it's revealed, hey, and then the party continues, and things tend to subside. Prior to the reveal, party games are common in which attendees are of expecting parents guess or assert the fetal sex. This can also take the form of competitions between Team Pink and Team Blue. Hey, Team Pink, Team Blue. I've seen a few videos like that. Sometimes the event includes features of a baby shower. If this is the case, may be given or open at a specific time. Now, the actual reveal says here, most reveal methods utilize gender-associated colors, most typically blue and pink, representing male and female respectively. Decorated with other gender-associated items, the method of the reveal varies. Common methods involve cutting special cakes. Now, these special cakes may look like cakes on the outside, but when you cut it, it will reveal a color. Pink for girl, blue for boy. Launching or popping balloons, confetti, streamers, piñatas, colored smoke, and silly string. Other seasonally related items such as Easter eggs, jack-o'-lanterns, Christmas presents, 4th of July, New Year's fireworks may be incorporated as well. So the creativity can go very, very far when it comes to gender reveals. the sky's the limit, but there's limits. Okay, there are some points where you have to ask yourself, is this safe? Because some of these gender reveals aren't. Now, some criticism. Now, of course, especially now, everything is criticized. Everything's criticized. So, of course, gender reveals will be criticized as well. So, criticism. The term gender reveal is considered a misnomer by those who believe in the distinction between sex and gender. And I'm not going to get into this whole discussion that sex and gender is different. Listen, I'm not here for that. If you take that shit, that's going to be for another show, actually. In this view, gender is a social construct and impossible to determine from biological characteristics. Thus, when the gender reveal is made, it is the sex, not the gender, that is being revealed. Although some have argued renaming the concept to sex reveal party, the title has failed to catch on. Of course, it's not going to catch on, because not everybody believes the same shit that these people are trying to put out there. So, no, of course, it's not going to catch on. Let's see, other things, because I'm not going to get too much into that. Okay, now this is the part. The practice has also been criticized for sometimes involving dangerous stunts and animal abuse. After the El Dorado fire in 2020, Kavanitis decried the parties and pleaded for people to stop having them. So the woman that helped create gender reveal parties after the fucking forest fire, she said stop having them. This is the woman that has created the gender reveal movement, is now telling people stop having them, because her vision was to take something that's supposed to be special and make it cute and fun, and then you assholes have to sit there and do dumb shit with it. This is why we can't have nice things. People still have gender parties, so you got the creator fighting against it, and then you got people who believe sex and gender are two different things that are now putting a cap on it, and they're just like, listen, this whole shit's gotta stop, right? It's gotta stop. All right, let me see how much time I got, because I promise you, I said all this stuff, and I'm probably 22 minutes in. I gotta get the show up to an hour. So this is why I'm asking some of you scrolling through here, hit the like button, hit the share button, of course, participate. Tell me what you guys think of gender reveal parties. Do you think they are even necessary? They're pointless, or does it faze you? Or have you ever been to a gender reveal party? Chime on in. My line is open, man. You guys can chime in anytime, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm very receptive, people. I won't eat you, I promise. All right, so I'm going to read some of the incidents and injuries. Yes, because people have gotten hurt over these gender reveal parties. So, incidents and injuries. Some instances of attempted spectacular special effects at a gender reveal events have caused injury, death, and a large-scale damage. People have tried Steven Spielberg, Michael Bay production-type gender reveals. Why? This kid, it may be so special, but they may hate you 18, 20-something years later. Does it really matter how big of a gender? Who cares? All right, so here's one now. One of the most infamous ones was the 2017 Sawmill fire in Arizona. It was caused by a gender reveal party that combined blue powder and tannerite. For those who don't know what tannerite is, it is pretty volatile shit. Other dangerous stunts have involved fireworks and alligators. Leave the fucking animals out of this. Animals don't give a shit what you got going on. They don't care if you had a ham sandwich or a bologna sandwich as your gender. They don't give a shit. Leave it, because the animals get hurt too. And sometimes animals, I don't know, for example, like taking a donkey and painting one donkey blue and painting one donkey pink. Donkeys don't give a shit what you're having. All right, October 2019, a woman was unalived in Knoxville, Iowa by flying shrapnel from the explosion of an improvised explosive device meant to reveal her grandchild's gender. The device, made from a metal cylinder packed with gunpowder and colored baby powder, was intended to project a display vertically, but the tape covering its top was caused overpressure when the powder was ignited, led to the explosion and fragment in a manner similar to a bomb. So the force of the explosion was such that the shrapnel fragment that unalived the victim continued through the air for another 144 yards. Just imagine you are a grandmother at this gender reveal, about to find out the sex, gender, whatever of your grandchild, and you get unalived by the one thing that revealed. So just that was her final memory before passing on. I don't even know if she even knew what the gender of the kid was, because by the time she got hit with this piece of metal, she was gone. Was that even worth it? Can you imagine the parents that, you know, they you know what I mean? Like, how do you tell this child that who no longer has a grandmother? How do you tell the child what happened to their grandma? What, she fell down the stairs? I'm falling, I can't get up. Pacemaker, stop. No, your grandma got hit with a piece of metal when we reveal what you were gonna be. Yeah, good luck with that shit. So after the shrapnel hit her, went a whole nother 144 yards, a whole football field length, before coming to a rest in the field adjacent to the property where the party was taking place. People, that wasn't even worth it. You know, they got to live with that for the rest of their life. And again, you got to tell the kid what happened. You got to tell them. You can't lie. All right, in September 2020, a gender reveal pyrotechnic device started the El Dorado fire near Yucapa, California. I think that's how it's pronounced. Destroying homes, prompt evacuations, burning thousands of acres, and causing the unalive of one firefighter. First of all, you know California is very volatile. Did you not see all the wildfires earlier this year? Why would you light any sort of fireworks in California whatsoever? You could drop a spent match on the ground and California is burning up. Why would you even bother doing that? On February 21st, 2021, the accidental explosion of an in-development gender reveal device in Liberty, New York, unalived the father-to-be and injured his younger brother. The father. Now the kid don't have a father. All because you want to sit there and be all fancy and be like, hey, I'm going to light off this big firework just to let you know what I'm having. And now I'm dead. Like, what's the point of that? March 29th, 2021, two people were unalive when a plane crashed in the Caribbean Sea off the coast of Mexico, near Cancun, while carrying a trailing sign that read, "It's a girl." My God. You know what? Wow. Can you imagine that? Just when a plane crashed, you know, the planes that, you know, the little propeller planes that in the back of it shows a sign like, will you marry me? Or, hey, it's a girl. Or, hey, I'm a vegan. And then all of a sudden this shit crashed in the water. September 2nd, 2023, a Piper PA-25 Pawnee crop duster crashed during a gender reveal party in Navalato, Sinaloa, Mexico. The plane had been employed to drop pink powder over the party, but crashed during the maneuver when the aircraft's left wing separated from the fuselage. The pilot was unalived on the way to the hospital. Yes, I've seen that video multiple times. All the while, it's not funny. It really is not funny. But the pilot flew over the couple and the party, and somehow the wing came off, and he hit a tree and passed away. Can you imagine? Like, you paid all this money for this poor pilot to fly over your house so it could tell everybody what you're about to have, when you could have just verbally told everybody what you were having. But you have to have this stupid ass party where you had a whole airplane fly over. Not to mention you wasted a lot. You had somebody lose a life. You wasted fuel. You wasted resources. You wasted everything. Not to mention it was a crop duster. Shouldn't that plane be dusting crops instead of sitting here telling everybody what your fucking baby is? It's stupid to me. I don't understand. You know, I know we have like one life to live. I get it. But there's some things you should not do. There really is certain things you shouldn't do. I think these are the same stories. I think I got some stories. I think these are the same stories. Wait a minute. Okay, these are a little bit different. I think I found 7 stories, and I think they are a little bit the same, but maybe a little bit more detailed. This was written by People magazine. This was done on April 1st, 2020, written by Diane J. Cho. I think a couple of these articles I've already just mentioned. However, I'm going to go there. When 7 gender reveals are dangerous, 7 parties that took a tragic turn. Now, 2 people unalive following a plane crash in Cancun. I think I might have read this one. Is this the same one? I think so. No, I think this one's a little bit different. The happy event turned fatal when a plane crashed into the ocean and unalived 2 people in Mexico, multiple outlets reported late March. In a shocking video shared by the New York Post, family and friends could be heard cheering from a boat as they watched the plane fly overhead until suddenly the plane nosedived straight into the water. According to the local news outlet Keki, 2 people, the pilot and the co-pilot, unalived in the accident, which occurred just before 4 p.m. local time on March 30th in Cancun. La Prensa Latina reported that 1 person unalive while the rescue mission was being carried out, and the second civilian succumbed to the injuries while first aid was being administered. The type of aircraft was a Cessna 206, and there were 4 people on board. I know that dying is inevitable, but there are certain things, there are times where you can avoid dying. That is definitely one of those times you can avoid dying, because all you had to do was not sit here and do this whole gender reveal thing. You should have just told people over the phone, a text message, or something. That would save so much time and lives. All right, at least 25 passed away across more than 24 fires. All started from a stupid gender reveal. Now, the El Dorado fire burning near Oak Glen in San Bernardino County, spreading rapidly in Northern California, was started during a gender reveal party. The California Department of Forestry and Fire Prevention said in a press release on September 6, 2020, the devastating fire that has caused at least 25 fatalities, including 39-year-old firefighter Charlie Morton, was started on September 5th, 2020 at 10:23 a.m. by a smoke-generating pyrotechnic device that was used during the party. At 10:23 in the morning. Who is doing a gender reveal at 10:23 in the morning? Come on now. Since the party, the fire has spread north from the El Dorado Ranch Park and Yucaipa to Yacapia Ridge. Now, only 5% of the fire has been contained as of early September. Remember, this is back about 2020, so this ain't right now. Relax. It says Cal Fire officials reminded residents that those responsible for starting fires due to negligence or illegal activity can be held financially or criminally responsible. Because not to mention, it costs money to deploy the resources, the firefighters, the water to put out this fire that could have been completely prevented. All right, so according to Cal Fire incident website, the flames have burned at least 7,000 acres. Over 500 personnel have been deployed to include 4 helicopters, 10 water tenders, and 60 engines. All because people want to say, hey, look, this is what I'm having I'm having a boy. Now you just burned out a whole fucking forest and you unalived people because you want to tell everybody what you're having. Nobody cares what you're having. That's what I'm saying. Now, the Iowa woman that got hit with the debris, that was the grandmother. It hit her and then went past her and flew another 144 yards. I've already read that in the other one. This gender reveal started a whole earthquake. I won't even say earthquake. It shook homes apparently 2 miles away. Just imagine you create something that is for a gender reveal or a boom so big that people 2 miles away felt this shit. Think about that for a second. It said, and just one day after Krymeyer's passing was announced, that was the old lady, there was another explosion reported in Iowa. Now, according to the news outlet, fortunately no one was harmed as a result of the blast, but the Waukee Fire Department announced that the explosion was felt by residents who lived as far as 2 miles away. Just to tell everybody what you're having, and then just imagine you are awakened by a large boom, and then come to find out it was because somebody just announced that they were having a girl or twins. I'd be pissed as hell, even at the twins, and they're not even born yet, because I have to wake up and hear this boom because your stupid parents did it, just to let everybody know, hey, I'm having a baby. Because that's all gender reveal is to some people, it's just, hey, look at me, I'm having a baby, I need attention. That's how I see a gender reveal. In some cases, I just see it as, I need attention. You know how many babies are born on a day? You can't even keep count. Who cares? Who cares? Just have your baby and shut up. All right. Arizona Border Patrol agent accidentally starts a wildfire. I want to see how this pans out. The United States Department of Agriculture Forest Service released a video of the exact moment Patrol Agent Dennis Dickey shot a, quote, high-velocity firearm at a target that was supposed to only release blue or pink powder. However, the hit caused an explosion that sparked the 2017 sawmill fire, as it came to be known, which damaged more than 45,000 acres and cost more than $8 million in damages. So imagine, it's supposed to be pink or blue powder. Instead, it's black powder because now you just started a whole fucking fire. Congratulations, Dickie. All right, so I'm assuming this next story is in Florida because it involved an alligator. Now, family gets up close and personal with the alligator's jaws. Not sure why would you want an alligator to be involved in your gender reveal party. I don't know. Keep animals out of gender reveal parties. If you're going to even have these things, keep the fucking animals out of it. This video shared by Melody Kleebert depicts a dad-to-be getting right up in the alligator's face, tapping its nose and trying to wrestle it in the position for its big reveal moment. Biting into a watermelon filled with blue jello. While no one is hurt in the video, we probably don't need to remind you that alligators are deadly predators and should not be considered a playful addition to a family event. First of all, how the fuck do you get blue jello inside a watermelon? Is impressive in itself, and it's not because I'm black, because I don't want to hear that shit. But the fact that I guess what was supposed to happen was that this alligator, and I don't know, this has got to be the most Florida fucking gender reveal you could think of. But the alligator, I'm assuming, was supposed to bite the watermelon-filled jello, and it was going to reveal either blue or pink. It would have revealed red if it ate this dude's fucking arm off. Some people just stop. Some people don't even need to have kids. Listen, just because you got the tools don't mean you need to have kids. You don't need them. Just do something else with your time. All right, so air cannon injured dad-to-be's groin. Oh, yeah, this dude got shot in the dick. You know, the one thing that helped create the little baby. This couple's gender reveal video went viral for all the wrong reasons. The clip starts off with the expected parents on deck outside, happily preparing to launch their air cannons to announce the sex of their baby with blue or pink colors. Just as the soon-to-be dad's air cannon shot out blue powder, signifying a baby boy, the back of the cannon shot right back him in a not-so-sweet spot. So you almost just lost the dick that helped create the baby to put you in a situation of a gender reveal. It pains to see me, but I think when it comes to the husband or the wife, there's no way the husband... I don't know any guy that wants to have a gender reveal. I think this is something that the wives cook up or the girlfriends cook up, because I never heard a guy like say, hey, I want to have a gender reveal party. And usually when you watch these gender reveal parties, some of the dads they're just like, man, let's just get this shit over with. Because even if my wife came up with the idea for a gender reveal, I'll say no. And I know it kind of sucks because it's supposed to be a happy time, but come on now. The whole world, let the baby be special to us. The whole world doesn't even need to know what the fuck we're having. Like, come on now. All right, I think that's all my gender reveal stories. No way, I gotta have some more material. Because I'm only probably like a half hour, and I always pledge that a show is going to be an hour. So I got 20 minutes. People, if you're joining on the show, jump on the live, hit me up on the chat. Let me know what you guys think of gender reveal parties. I'm trying to keep the show going while I try to get a little bit more material. But like I said, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan. I can dig baby showers. Baby showers is low-key. Some of them are pretty nice. You understand what I'm saying? You already know what the person's having, so it makes gift buying a little easier. Whatever, it's already there. The answers is right in front of you. But gender reveals is no. I think that's a practice that needs to just stop altogether. Because even the creator of the gender reveal said the same thing. She's like, it needs to stop. Because, like, again, people have taken the shit so far where people are losing their lives, getting hit in the dick. messing with alligators, planes falling out of the sky. It's a wrap. I think the gender reveal ran its course. And I'm going to be the one to stamp that. And you guys can take it however you want. I always thought it was a silly, stupid-ass concept. Stick with baby showers. What's wrong with the element of surprise? Keep people guessing, man. That's the beautiful part. But now y'all just sat there and y'all just killed it. Killed it. Like, I think the gender reveal as of today just needs to stop. Now, if you do it, listen, I can't tell you what to do. If you still have a gender reveal, be safe about it. At least be safe about it. Be smart about it. All right? Mitigate risk. Have a risk assessment about what you're going to do, because based on some of the examples here, you can tell that having a gender reveal is risky work. It really is. Let me see. Let me see if I might pull up a few more stories to kind of stretch the time a little bit. But I'm going to shout out some names that I go by. Family Adventure, Brandon, Sarah, Squibber, Chicago. I know you've been on my show a few times. What's going on? I'm going to send some invites. I'll send some invites. You guys can choose to be on. You can choose not to be on. Listen, I always encourage a little bit of interactivity. You know what I mean? Especially trying to stretch the show a little bit. Like, give me your input on gender reveals. Like I said, listen, comment below, jumping on a live if gender reveals is a go or no go. I've already said it multiple times. Gender reveals for me are no go. Just then they're no go. All right, so I'm gonna go to Reddit because I think I did breeze through Reddit a little bit when I was coming up with some material for this, and I think some people did give some of their input on gender reveals. I think so. All right, so there's a subreddit called Child Free, and I think one of the topics was, what's the worst gender reveal you've witnessed? All right, and again, people, you can join in on any time. Let me know what you guys think about, gender reveals. Like I said, I don't like them. All right, but there is one here. There's a story. I'm not going to read the handles because you guys don't know who these people are. Just here for the stories. There's one story. We used to live in a little mountain town in California before we moved a few years back, and there was a gender reveal that used pyrotechnics and set the forest around our town on fire, and we had to be evacuated. It was in the papers everywhere. The couple are still trying to drag the case in court. They still haven't paid a dime in damages because they can't. Do you know how much these motherfuckers? And it's probably one of the stories I've read. Do you know how much money the state of California, charge these people? You honestly expect them to pay for the damages of what they caused for a gender reveal? Hell no. I'm even more ashamed that the couple is fighting this shit. Like they didn't do anything wrong. Bitch, you started a whole forest fire because you want to tell the world what you're having, boy or girl. And you're telling me you did nothing wrong. So you should just be like, well, you know what? It's a special occasion. Don't fault us on it. The forest will grow back. Yeah, sure. It'll take forever for that shit to grow back. People are just like, accountability is dangerous to some people. Like, some people don't want to be accountable for their fucking actions. It's unbelievable. All right, so, there was one posted on Mildly Infuriating when the mom was crying because the baby was a girl. This is another story again. Skinless Chicken, one of my executive producers and co-hosts. Welcome to the show. I know it's a little early where you are, but what do you mean by throwing it back? I'm trying to figure out what the reference is to that, but I'm gonna read this other little story. There was somebody said there was one posted on Mildly Infuriating when the mom was crying because the baby was a girl. Oh, throwing it back, and I said that. What the fuck? I don't even know. I don't know. But this woman was mad because she was having a girl. She had 3 daughters already, and they saw the reaction like, what the hell? You really can't make children feel more unwanted. I don't know. Me personally, at my point in life, if I have a kid, I'd be happy whatever the fuck the kid is, as long as the kid is happy and healthy, and I'm not doing a gender reveal. I'm already stamping that, and I'll tell my wife too. Like, listen, we'll get a sonogram. We'll keep the gender to ourselves, and that's it. Skinless Chicken, you said redneck gender reveals are funny. Ever see the one where the confetti came out black? No, I don't think I've ever seen that one, but I can only imagine how that turned out. Let's just say, Yeah, I've never seen that one, but I can't picture a redneck gender reveal. I'm pretty sure it involves like farm animals and a few cousins. All right, so it says here. Let me see what's this next one, because that shit is crazy. Um, Let me see what's another one. I'm trying to find another one real quick. I'm just trying to stretch out some time because I think I have about how much time I got? I got about 15 minutes, and I'm scrolling through Reddit. I'm trying to see what else I could find before I could justify a whole hour. Okay, so. Oh yeah, they mentioned the one with the grandma in Iowa that got hit with the debris. I think that was the worst one. Oh, you didn't get a notification. Okay, again, I can't do no. I didn't even think you'd be up, or you might be on the road to work or something like that. But yeah, I don't know what it is with TikTok out here, man. People get the notification, some people don't. But let's be honest, most of my audience is either getting up for work or sleep. Well, my usuals, that is. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. Let me see, what's another one? Okay, this person wrote a nice lengthy one. This person said, this is probably not the worst, but my girlfriend attended a gender reveal last week where the future parents first made a sort of TV contest game where they had to guess the gender of the baby and argue against each other's reasons on why it's one gender and not the other. So they made like some sort of weird TV show, game show kind of thing going on, I guess. After that, they did not reveal who was correct and who wasn't. Then the future parents gave cupcakes to everyone and made a countdown to bite into the cupcakes to guess the gender. Turns out that was a joke since all the cupcakes had different colors, and in the end, there was an even number of blue and pink cupcakes. Now, finally, the future parents took out a wedding cake and cut it in a wedding-like fashion. And turns out the inside of the cake was pink. In total, they spent 4 hours in this party. And by the time my girlfriend came home, it was super late, and she was incredibly pissed of having wasting her entire evening in a senseless, absurd, long parade of pink and blue cupcakes. So you had people go through this entire guessing game, TV game show, cupcakes, to cut a wedding cake-like cake to reveal the baby's gender. Like, if I was in the womb, I'd be so embarrassed of my parents. I'd be so fucking embarrassed by my parents. I'd be like, listen, send me somewhere else. Send me somewhere else. I'm adopted. All right, so yeah, they had a cake, right? They had a cake. No, they gave everybody cupcake. No, first they did like a game show thing, skinless, right? They did a game show kind of deal, had everybody guess answers, and then they didn't tell anybody if they were right or wrong. Then they had everybody get a cupcake, bite into the cupcake at the same time. All the cupcakes were pink, right? But then they got a cake, and then they cut it like a wedding cake to reveal the gender. And the chick was pissed because she didn't get home till late after all this. So they were dragging this shit on all night, and then to turn around and wait till late at night to reveal like what the fucking kid was. All right, so this person, there's a little story here real quick. It says, probably my own. I was born in the early 80s when sonogram tech was basically nothing, and the nurse guessed I was a boy based on the heart rate. Now, came out sans penis. Well, I don't know what the hell that means. I guess came out with a penis. And my dad was so disappointed, had to live with this weird self-hatred for 14 years until my brother, the little golden prince, was born. I struggled with a weird sort of gender dysphoria. This might not be the right word, whatever, where I am a woman but feel grossed out by much of the physical markers that make me a woman. Yet I'm not trans. Okay, I'm going to leave that one alone. But yeah, I guess, listen, people, if you have a kid, I know you know, some of you parents to be are like, no, I want a boy. No, I want a girl. Listen, whatever transportation people, you're right. Whatever you have, right? Do not make your kid feel like they're not wanted. Like, damn, son, I wanted you to be a girl, or you know, vice versa. You know, my dad wanted me to be a girl, right? I was his firstborn, and before I was born, you know, this is before gender reveals and shit. He was hoping that I was a girl. Turned out I wasn't a girl. Whatever. But he never sat there and was like, oh, well, you know, I hate you, son, because I was hoping you were a girl, whatever. Well, it turned out most of the kids he had anyway, it turned out to be girls anyway. And no, that's not the reason why I wore a dress. Listen, we're not talking about this shit. We've already touched on why I did the dress thing. It was some bullshit I was playing around with. But no, that's not the reason why I wore a dress, because I was supposed to be a girl. But no, in all reality, my dad wanted me to be a girl, and I turned out a boy. So if you ever have a kid, and I know you guys wish for one thing or another, but it doesn't always work that way. And you know what? I'm Skinless. You said Austina. You know what's funny? When my wife and I, we talk about kids or whatever. We have a kid one day, if we have a kid, and we threw names out. Austina was actually a name she threw out there, because my name is Austin, but I never heard anybody name their daughter the female version of Austin. But Austina was a name that was thrown around quite a bit. It'd be kind of weird, but yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can find another story real quick. See if somebody has something. Yeah, I said don't do that. Yeah, I know it sounds cute. It was a cute idea to come up with Austina, but you're right. We're not going to do that. Let me see. I think I got another story pulled up from Reddit. Good old Reddit. This person said, I've been to one. I was invited to. They did extremely low-key, hung a box with confetti in a tree in the backyard and pulled a string, and that was it. It was actually cute. See, something simple like that is cute. One, I wasn't invited, but to show up in the wildland fire gear with my local fire district, rescue some folks and put out a fire in a tricky spot near a local monument. The terrain is rough, lots of basalt, columns and shale. A fire in a tricky spot near a local monument. The terrain is rough, lots of basalt, columns and shale, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, there's another one. I mean, that's cute. You know, a little box and a string, you pull it. It's simple. It's easy. You know what I mean? It doesn't involve planes crashing in the water. All right, so another one is another story. Worst one I went to was for a former high school friend. We're all in our 20s, and I went out of pity. I was in college, and she never left our small town and got knocked up by a guy she'd known for just 2 weeks. Complete train wreck. Anyway, she had a gender reveal / baby shower. And I went. Well, she knew it would be a girl, dreamed of a girl. She cut the cake, and it was blue. She broke down. Distraught, hysterical, devastated. It was the most awkward I've ever been at a party. I wanted to disappear into the woods, and the worst part, the party ended 30 minutes after because she started throwing objects at people. I should have not gone, to be honest. It's been years now, and she's a single mom with her son. I think about the poor kid sometimes. God damn. Just imagine, you have a gender reveal. You want a girl. You got knocked up by a guy you only knew 2 weeks, and you hoped that, you know, in that little fling, it came out with a girl. Turn out it's a boy. The dude leaves. Now you're a single mom with a boy. You can't make this shit up. Skinless, you said, imagine you haven't even been born yet and your parents already hate you. Yeah, there are parents out there right now raising their kids, and deep down they hate them. They hate them because they're not what they wanted them to be. Well, guess what? Having a child is like gambling, people. You don't know what the fuck. You know, baby come out with that face like, what the fuck did I do? Shit, you the one let the guy nut in you, and now look, I'm here. I'm just a fucking nut trophy. Like, you're literally rolling the dice when you have a kid, okay? You know what? There's some people that hope for a girl and end up with quadruplets of boys. Can you imagine you want a girl, right? And you just get quadruplets of the opposite. Like, yeah, exactly, Skinley. She said, I didn't ask to be born. You know, it's funny. There was a woman who grew up, and like she tried to sue her parents because she didn't ask to be born. She was like, I'm gonna sue my parents because I didn't tell them that I was gonna be here. First of all, you're a fucking sperm. You can't sit there, turn around and be like, hey, you know, I don't want to be here. Let me turn back around and go inside the sack. And you're right, Skinless. It is like Octomom. That woman is making cake. Yeah, it blows my mind. You can't sue because you didn't want to be here. You know, if it was like that, we'd all be rich. I didn't ask to be here. My parents had me when they were like, what, 16? You think I was planned at 16? Please. But yet I'm here, and it's 40 years later, and I'm making the best of it. So sometimes accidents do happen, and accidents can turn into success stories. You're 16 years old. You think I was playing? Please. All right, so, all right, next story. This was online, according to this person. A couple with three daughters have a gender reveal with the colored smoke thing, right? Super simple stuff. All the daughters are there when pink smoke clouds come out and the mother starts bawling, crying. Like full on bawling to the point she goes into hysterics and does that thing where you bend over and put your hands on your knees to keep from hyperventilating. And there were people defending her. Gender disappointment is real. No, I can kind of see looking forward to a boy or girl, but when you have a breakdown or a tantrum over the results, um, you generally shouldn't have done what is a 50-50 gamble if we're speaking strictly on biological sex. Now, Skinless, you said you ever seen a... No, I can't say I've ever seen that. I can't imagine what that would even be like. But I don't understand. Okay? You know there are people with multiple kids, right now, because they've been trying to get one, like, okay, so let's say as a father, right? He wants a boy. First one's a girl, second one's a girl, third one's a girl. He keeps trying because he wants to have a boy. Now, in some cases, the boy does happen, but let's just say it's in your DNA. It's wound up in there that you're just going to keep having girls. Now you're stuck with 4 or 5 fucking girls. Just stop. You can't. It's not, if you can't succeed, no, man. Just stop. It's too many damn kids to begin with. If you're not meant to have a boy or you're not meant to have a girl, then so be it. Just be happy you have a kid. All right, Skinley, you said they invited all the Jewish friends over, great hospitality and everything, and the smoke is white, though. Oh, my God. That's so bad. That is so bad. I caught on to it, but that is bad. Captain James, what's going on? Welcome. All right, people. I know it's early in the morning where he is. Captain James is co-host, executive producer, and co-creator of the TikTok version of this show. Always stopping by to show some love. And God, you know, that song, Erica, has been played so many times lately on Instagram. Like, Instagram has become like a race thing. I don't know. It's Instagram has changed. Instagram has gotten inherently racist over time. It really has. It's insane. But Captain James and Skinless, thanks for joining the show. All right, I got another story real quick. This person said every police officer in the greater Cincinnati area rushed to an apartment complex near my house. We're talking the most emergency vehicles I've ever seen in one place. Rumors about a shooting circulating over next door in the Cincinnati subreddit, but what it really was, it was a gender reveal of people popping balloons. Yeah, can you imagine? I can't imagine. All right, let me see if I got another one. What's this? Okay, I think I got one here. This is kind of an awkward one, I think. Let me see. I think I should almost be at about an hour, which means this show is almost done. Yeah, 2 more minutes. I managed to stretch the show 2 more minutes. All right, Skinless, you said, what if you popped the balloon and the fetus just came out? Hey, it's a girl, I guess. I mean, I guess. That's fucking crazy. See if we get Captain James on the show live. Real quick. All right, Captain James, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, man, nothing much. It sounds like you just woke up. Time for some PT. Hey.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
PT
man.
last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess,
physical
I guess
training.
physical training. I guess you're going to have another kid coming up soon. Like, you're going to do a gender review. Hey, yo, Skinless, that's wild work. Let me ask you, James.
No, it was GTA. It was GTA.
GTA, getting that ass, huh? That's what you was doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hear that. Let me ask you something, James. You know what a gender reveal is, right?
hmm
Okay, you ever had a gender reveal for any of your kids, or like, how did you let people know you were having a boy or a girl? How'd you let people know?
I just told him it's a boy. It's a girl.
Thank you, thank you. I like that's what this episode's about. Like, I don't that gender reveal shit just blows my mind. Like, Nobody gives a shit about me or my kid except me and my wife, right? Like
Yeah.
that's all I need to know. Like I don't need to fly an airplane over my house to tell the whole town what I'm having. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you saw the video with the dude that that flew the plane and the fucking wing flop came off.
The yeah, that was in Mexico. That was one of the stories I read. I
Did he
didn't even know if
die?
it was a boy or girl. Yeah, he died.
Oh
He
fuck.
died.
And
The wing flew off.
they didn't even
So they
care.
So what's crazy is like when you watch the video, because I had to watch it a few times. I watched it, and the plane flew over, and then somehow the wing fell off, and he crashed into a palm tree. They were still recording, and I guess they were either in shock. Some of the guests didn't know what was going on. They were trying to comprehend what was going on, and then the rest was history. And I'm like, yo, this dude just passed away because you paid him to fly over your house to tell people what you're having, a boy or a girl.
It was a death.
Like what the fuck? Can you imagine how do you tell your kid that? So there was the one story, matter of fact, right? This woman, a grandmother, somebody made like this pipe bomb kind of gender reveal thing, and it blew up, and a piece of metal hit her, instantly unalived her, went
Ooh,
through
the
her.
baby mother or the grandmother?
No, the grandmother who was there to await the gender of her grandchild, got hit with a piece of metal that blew up from the little pipe bomb. Hit
That's a
her. I think it
story.
might have. I think it went through her or whatever, and then it went a whole nother 144 yards before landing in the yard. So the
Damn.
grandmother never knew what her grandson or granddaughter or whatever it was going to be. And then how do you tell your kid when they get older what happened to grandma? Cancer? No.
Well,
You're
she probably found out in heaven.
probably can't hold the motherfucker because you're up there with Tupac. You're holding Tupac. I don't get it, dude. It blows my fucking mind. It blows my damn mind.
Imagine.
Skinless
Okay.
chicken, what's going on?
Okay, so
What's
imagine
up?
you tell the kid like you're the reason grandma died.
You're not gonna do that.
That would
You know,
suck.
that would be crazy. No, that would be damaging. Like, you know, my friends have grandparents. Where's my grandma? Oh, you know, you're the reason why she had a stick through her, or whatever, you know? Or whatever the case
Grandma
is.
died in a
Yeah,
suicide
that's kind
bombing.
of tough.
Jesus, like an
That's kinda
Iranian
tough.
fucking gender reveal.
Muslim.
That was basically like that was like Rad's baby
she's
reveal.
It was
Rad,
probably
you
him.
know, you know what Rad's baby reveal was?
A V
Which
bed.
tower was gonna fall? No, which tower was gonna fall first? Tower 1 boy, tower 2 girl.
Oh shit.
That's messed up. Uh, so it was Tower 1.
Oh shit, that was so bad.
Let's take them both down anyway.
That was so bad. That one came off the fly. But the bottom line is that
Nah, you
It's-
had
it's
that
just-
you had that built up in your mind a long time.
no, that shit came straight off the top because when the grandmother passed with the pipe bomb that they made and the shrapnel that flew, that's where the joke came from. But it's just, it blows my mind. And the lady that created gender reveals, she created it back in 2008. She wants people to stop doing gender reveals right now. She wants people to stop because it's gotten to the point where property has been destroyed, lives have been lost. Like you guys didn't hear the one with the alligator where they had a watermelon filled with blue jello, and the idea was that the alligator was going to chew the watermelon, and he ended up biting some guy instead.
Yeah, I saw a
That was a
video
watermelon.
with a few people in the house, and they had a motorcycle in the house, and dude was revving the fucking motorcycle.
In the house,
Yeah,
what was the gender of the baby? What was it? Was it a boy or a girl?
it was a
Was
boy.
it pink? Oh my god!
Came
You're
out
gonna
blue.
just fuck your. You're gonna just fuck up the floor in your house for that. Like, no, listen, man.
Could have killed
I'm all
everybody
about-
in there. That fucking balloon
Yeah, no,
explode. Everybody suffocated.
I
Lucky
tell
the
you,
room
man.
was
people
big
got-
enough.
See, what it really comes down to is people trying to outdo someone else's gender reveal, trying to get famous. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be viral famous, right? So it's like, okay, how do I take my gender reveal to the next level? I'm gonna
Yeah.
do something even dumber than the other person did. and then what? Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Blows my fucking mind, man. Gender reveals. I think as of today, we need to stop doing them. Just stop doing them. All right, go back to the sonogram. Baby showers are cool. I like baby showers, man. You know, even though like mostly women go to baby showers, if you're fortunate to go to a baby shower, some good food and good cake. And if you're single, you might meet somebody.
Man,
showers,
I
As
can
long as
save that
it's
money to
not
buy diaper.
one diaper.
Say what?
No,
One
I can
diaper.
save
Yeah,
all that money to buy diapers. You know, the money I'm spending on cake just for you to come eat.
exactly. Can you imagine showing up to a baby shower with just one diaper? Not even like a bag of
Some
diapers.
people don't
And
Just
even
and
show
one
it's
up a
single.
gift.
and it's a used diaper.
Ew. Be
Purposed.
like, here's a reminder what your late nights are gonna smell like. I'm gonna bring you this fucking dirty ass diaper I found in the dumpster.
Now you gotta think about
Here
it.
you go.
You gotta think about it. Your
Okay.
amount that you spend on the cake and food or whatever is probably not gonna be the same amount that they spend on just diapers. Because diapers are like $60 for a box.
Yeah, expensive.
Yeah, true.
And
Right.
clothes, toys, and whatever else.
But some people
You know
don't
what
bring
you?
shit.
No,
Well,
some
then,
people just show up.
Like Rad.
where's the food at? Let me go straight to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Nah, Rad will show up with a box of Pop Tarts for a fucking baby shower.
Yeah, and the banana
Yo.
ones too. Crash ass.
If they're black, it's gonna be watermelon flavor or grape.
Oh,
I know you like
god damn.
these.
He's gonna love these when he get older. Oh man. Yeah,
That's
I
the
don't know,
fun.
man. Let me ask you guys. Did you guys even have baby showers when you guys had your first kid?
I did.
Okay, baby shower.
Yeah.
Baby showers are cool.
We had something like a baby shower. It wasn't at the
Some
house.
You're just showering
something
her.
like a baby shower.
Nah, my wife
You know,
did
when I was
that at her
younger,
job.
when I was younger, I used to think that's what a baby shower was. Like you put the baby in the shower. I didn't know
But
better.
I was saying something else. You know,
That's crazy.
Oh no,
Golden
Your
stop.
shower?
baby's
No,
in
no,
there.
no, 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 no.
No, we're not doing that. I know exactly what he's referring to. Listen, we made it this far. We made it this far. If Rio was on here, he would have been unfiltered and uncensored. He would have said some wild shit. Like, I was thinking about it. The last episode we did, we didn't get any restrictions, and we said everything in that damn episode. Everything. But it was a fun episode. I sat there and listened to it earlier, and that shit had me rolling on the bus, dude. I tried so hard not to like laugh really loud.
You
'Cause of the
tried
shit
so
we were
hard,
saying
like
on
who,
there.
Akon?
Akon.
There's-
Oh, I
What the
tried
fuck?
so hard.
He knows what
Sound like
time it is.
Ortega. Sound like Ortega. I tried so hard.
Yeah.
I
And he
wonder how he's
succeeded.
doing though.
He's doing pretty
Yeah.
good. I'm not gonna lie.
He was at height and weight this morning.
Oh yeah, did he pass?
Oh, they
yeah,
had another
pass.
hide and wait? What the
Yeah,
fuck is up with these hide and wait?
I don't
It's too
know.
much.
Even
Motherfuckers
fucking
keep failing.
Hey Thuth said that. He's like, didn't you just do this 2 months ago? I was like, yeah, I just fucking did this shit.
They doing them like UAs now. We're just gonna have a random height and weight. We don't suspect you being fat,
I wonder
but
if
we
they
just
have
want to
my
make
name
sure.
on it.
I don't know. Wait, you didn't? I don't know. Maybe they did. Well, I mean, if you owe a height and weight, or it's probably you know what it is. It's probably people that has failed, and you know how you got to give them another like a little week or two to get it, or people on the ABC program and shit
Let
like that. It's
me
probably the
guess.
case,
He
too.
had Kanzi over there, but he
Yeah.
was supposed to put him in the program.
Kanzi was there for sure, yeah. That dude was
Yeah.
How is-
227 pounds.
Oh,
How is he
he's
so-
gotten bigger.
Oh, shit. No way.
Yeah, he
No
was
fucking
222
way.
the last time.
How is he?
That was even with the scale that took off 3 pounds.
Damn.
That's insane, dude.
Damn.
Listen, that shit ain't fun. I was on the ABC program, man. That shit is not fun, dude. You'll sit there, you have to question everything you eat. You gotta look at it and be like, should I eat this shit? But
No, I know
he's a
I've
big
lost some
dude.
weight.
I've been losing weight out here, man. Like I've been a lot more conscious.
Yeah, stressed out
about
because
when
you
I've been
miss
eating
us.
out.
That's crazy.
Nah, this isn't stress. I've been doing pretty good out here. You know what I mean? I've really
That's
changed my
not what
eating a
I've
lot.
heard, man.
I think
What up?
What did
because
you-
the food's different too, like what's in it and shit.
Yeah, true.
Well,
True.
it's that and the stuff that I would normally eat as far as junk food back home, like back in
You're eating a bunch of
Carsville or
sushi
whatever.
now?
Not really. No, no. But my portions are
Dog.
smaller. Like yo, believe it, I took a PT test yesterday, and I think that was the best
Whoa,
PT test I've ever taken.
I
You
can take a
taking a
PT test
PT?
there.
So what happened was, so there's two reasons. So the last time I took a PT test, I think was September or October, and you're supposed to do one every 6 months. So I guess I came up on their thing as being overdue, or they just wanted me to
Overweight?
do a PT test.
Sure
No,
wasn't
bro, it's
overweight.
overdue.
They're like, damn, look at
I
this
guess
guy.
they,
Put him
I
on the next
guess,
PT test.
I guess, I kind of think that's what they did too, or they just wanted me to be on their books. But I took the PT test yesterday, and it was perhaps one of the best PT tests I've done, surprisingly, especially since I haven't done too much PT since I've been here. But all I do out here is walk, and like, the post is built on a hill, so there's stairs and hills everywhere, and I do nothing but walk. And I've been much more what I got on that test. It ain't a lot. I went up 18 points since the last one I took in Campbell. So I ended up getting like a 488, which isn't bad because the last time I got like 460 something. And I barely done PT. But all I do out here is walk, walk,
Hey
walk,
man,
walk.
you went up by like 20, you know? That's cool. That's
I went up by
good.
like
That's
18, 20
progress.
points.
That's
No, it
progress.
really
That's
is.
progress. All right, we'll stick with 18.
All right, yeah, sure. The
20
sprint
is
drag carry,
overkill.
though, I think that was the fastest sprint drag I've ever done because all I seen was tunnel vision. Everything on the side of me was blurry. It was almost like
Damn.
Sonic. I swear that was the
Damn.
fastest shot. I even outdid the first sergeant on at least the sprint drag carry, and I couldn't believe
Bravo,
it.
bravo, bravo. What is he
Yeah, it was
skinny or
pretty.
fat?
No, he's short, Asian, but he's got his calves, his legs are like tree trunks though. His legs are like fucking. He's definitely more fit than Jesus. That's for sure. Definitely way more fit.
Hey, did you see
Shorter
that
though.
thing where it said North Korea had soldiers cross the border? You see that?
I saw
Here,
that one dude
I mean
that
that
ran
happens quite
away
often.
and they
One
tried to
dude that
shoot
ran
him.
away. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, there's dudes from the north. There's dudes from the north that do try to like sneak over. I don't know how often it happens, but if they're caught, they're automatically executed. So
Whoa,
Oh, word?
yeah,
we
yeah,
should do that
they
on
are.
our borders.
Wow, that's fun. Man, what's crazy out here? I learned more and more about this place. How they're like prepared for any like future war. Like all the subway stations, they're pretty deep in the ground. They all have they're all like bomb shelters, and they all have gas masks and medical equipment like in
Mm.
cabinets and on the train platform, and it just makes you think like. That's some crazy ass shit. Even the bowling alley on post, they have a
Mm.
flashing sign that says evacuate in the event, like you have to evacuate. Like you have to remember that the two Koreas are still at war. They just been in an armistice since 1953. So anytime anything can like pop off and go high. So like
Mm.
it's weird. You walk around, they have all these things about evacuations and shelters. It's kind of trippy, but it's not too bad. So what are you guys doing today? I mean, what is it like fucking 7 o'clock over there right now?
Yeah, 7:17.
7:17.
What time is it where you at?
It's 9:17 at night. Wait, you guys not doing PT?
I'm on leave, so.
I did
Oh, you on
wait, and then I gotta go out and feel aircraft tonight or today and
Oh,
tonight.
are they still doing that shit?
Yeah, I gotta. It's some class for the fart shit, and then they're sending me and Yames too, and a few other people to Mississippi under the
Your
moon.
boss, your boss, your boss.
Mississippi. Oh,
What,
they
what,
got
what?
you guys.
Yeah.
That's
What
some
are we
that's some
doing with
weird
those
shit.
cards?
Cards.
Yeah, the cards that you asked about yesterday.
Oh, it's like a just in case. They're used for like expenses like food, lodging, shit like that.
Oh,
But
okay,
what
Like
I'm
okay.
Eagle
confused
Cash
about
cards.
GTC.
Oh,
And what I'm confused about is because I asked us like, are we getting TDY for this shit? And they said no at first. So if you're not gonna get TDY, I won't even use the GTC because either way,
yeah,
you're
because
paying
you
it back out of pocket anyway.
Yeah, makes
exactly.
sense.
So you better off using your own bread. I mean, how much money you really gonna be spending out there? I mean, food. That's it. You know what
And I
I'm
Yeah,
thought
saying?
they said I thought they said we stand in the field all the time.
yeah, that's what they said. It was gonna be like the field, but I doubt that. Like, I don't know, 2 weeks out in the
Mississippi.
field, 12-hour shifts. No, thank you.
I think it sounds like a little vacation to me, if you ask me.
Any vacation away from Gico, or any time away from Gico is a vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
true.
take it. I take it. I take it. Well,
I
shit.
heard what's his
I
name say he didn't he wasn't tracking hours on leave. The big dog.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
Jesus, I thought the leave
he wasn't
normally go
checking you
through
up.
him.
Fucking Jesus
That dude,
Christ.
that's why you got to take pictures of everything, because the man, that
I'm
man
glad I got a
is,
photo of it being approved too.
because
Because
I
I was
can't
surprised
imagine
that
you.
they approved it. Because he was trying to give me a hard time at first, and all of a sudden it just approved. He was like, "Oh, you need this. Well, it's not gonna get approved." And when I went to the
Well, shit.
lady, she was like, "There's nothing like that."
Oh, they
Well,
tried
shit. Isn't he
having
about to
him.
leave?
He tried putting him on some made up list. He just came
Isn't he
up
Yeah.
about to
with.
leave anyway?
Who?
Well, he's
Yeah,
about. Yeah, he's got
Oh,
like maybe a couple of months, I think.
April, May, June, maybe June. He leaves. Couple more
Damn, I
months.
know that's gonna be a big regime change, man. I can only hope it get better from there. That maybe somebody with some sort of sense or whatever. But you know, one thing I've learned about no matter who come and go, like whoever shows up, it's just like this magic potion of Kool-Aid that they consume, and it's no different than the last
it,
person that
it's
left.
a lottery.
And then
It is like a lot
chemotherapy.
of.
Conor McGregor leaves this month.
Because look at the
Oh, I
the
was about to say
commander.
who?
Who?
Conor McGregor with leukemia or some shit. I was like, who are we talking? I was like, okay, got it. Damn, this month. Okay, so I guess the
Who's that?
Shawan will be in charge.
Oh shit!
He's leaving this month, huh? So he's really gonna go do do the
Yeah,
thing. He's really gonna go.
he's gonna go
Wow,
get
that's what.
drilled. Yeah.
Man, they ain't gonna take him serious, man. They're gonna be like, he gonna show him hello and be like, nah, you gotta go, man. You gotta
Yeah,
fucking go. We're
he
gonna
does
see
not
that.
have a mean face. I mean, he does look kind of racist, but not mean.
Kinda,
And
kinda.
all
Not
the
from.
black kids are gonna be afraid of him.
No, they're gonna pick on him. I already see
Do I
it.
have to
They're
get
gonna.
up and do PT this morning? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. Now, how do I? Can you show me how to do this grenade? You just go like this. Hello.
Hello. Make sure you keep your head up.
Dude comes in, he's
Oh
like,
man.
"Sorry, I'm sick. I got diarrhea." Like, dude,
Why
you're
the
an
fuck you
asshole.
telling me that?
The bathroom's right there. He always blows it up, anyways. He's like the
Oh,
main user of that shit.
I remember one time I came out of that bathroom and he just like no, I was going in. He was just coming out, man. Biohazard. That shit was bad. I was about to rope that shit off with like yellow tape.
Have you ever like walked into a bathroom and just have to walk right out because the smell is so bad?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. That's why most times if I have to go like do number two or whatever, I just go to the fucking library. I go to either the library or the USO. I
It,
never man please.
Or
it's
rat?
I
messed
go
up.
somewhere else.
Yeah, rat's room. It's even messed up that Jesus knows that it's him that be blowing up the bathroom.
It's bad, man, and he has no shame in it. It's not like there's like two
He just
stalls,
walks
there's
out.
only one stall.
He
He's
just
like,
walks out
oh,
casual. Hey, what's up?
I'm like, that's some crusty ass shit. I'm like,
No hand
man,
wash or
no.
nothing. Just walks right out, and then he go eats his
And,
food.
and then and then and then you know it because the sink ain't even wet when he walks out. So what does that tell you? Edward shitter hands. This is disgusting, man. Oh man.
One time, he had asked everybody in the room. He's like, "Hey, who's going to lunch? Can you get me some Popeyes? I'll pay for your lunch." And like nobody was
He's
responding to him. Like, no.
is he still doing that?
Yeah.
Man, wait till you go to school, man. Oh my god. He's gonna be asking the fucking IAT soldiers, he's gonna be asking the new soldiers in training, like, hey, I'll cash app you on your Eagle Cash card or whatever.
Let me hold your Eagle card till next week.
No, I'll lay you off PT one day. We be like, sorry, man.
I'll let you go to sick call if you
Like
if
that
you
one
give me a
time I tried getting
tornado.
off. Try getting off exit duty. He was like, "Yeah, give me $20. I got you. I got you." I went around to him. He was like, "Hey man, yeah, I'm sorry about that. It don't work like that." I'm like, what the fuck? Then you gonna ask me for $40 more. I'm like, nah, man. I just gave my wife my last 40.
I would have been like 3 letters, AER. Shit, imagine having to take an AER loan for a tornado. I feel like that's some shit he'll do if it was like at its most desperate time.
Yeah.
God, hell no, man. Hell no. But yeah, I think the next episode I want to do baby showers. I know there's some crazy baby shower stories. I'm probably gonna work up something with that shit. I'm not sure. The next episode I think I got scheduled is Thursday.
What if you did
which is
golden shower episode?
Yeah, that makes sense.
why would I do an episode on golden showers? Oh, my next episode is Friday, which is your Thursday. No, I'm not doing an episode on golden showers.
You shit class,
Golden
you know?
shower stories. Nah, I'm good. I'm not. I don't know. I know there's a round table.
You're losing
On
taste,
Saturday.
Daddy. You're losing taste.
Losing taste in what? Golden showers?
Yeah, man.
Man, please. Well, you know the show.
You're getting lighter out there, man. You're getting lighter.
No, I'm not. I got it's the light, man. I got two different lights on me.
I bet
No,
it
does
is.
get it's gonna get hot out here, and there's already been a few hot days that it's gotten hot out here. So believe me, I'll probably be pretty dark out here.
That's a nice time for a white party.
There's a what?
That's a nice time for a white party once it's hot. All white party.
All white. Oh, hey, yo, nah.
Baby oil party.
Nope.
Didn't
Come on, who wears baby oil in the
white
summertime? You gotta look like fucking a rotisserie chicken if
Nah,
you put baby
man.
oil in the summertime. Nah, I don't even wear baby oil like that. I don't. That's
Once
who
you
fuck
put the
wears-
oil on, you get to hear that nice sound.
Yeah, you start sizzling.
Nah, hell no.
You gotta put
I'm
on
good,
enough.
Wait,
I don't think
this is
it's
vegetable oil.
I don't think you're supposed to be. You're sitting there walking around smelling like Zaxby's. You know, I don't think you're supposed to put baby oil on you in the summertime. I don't think I've heard anybody do that.
Hey,
Maybe
You'll
I
be
don't
the-
know unless they're tanning on the beach.
you'll be the new king.
King of what? Oil?
Vegetable oil.
Oh, that's disgusting, man.
Keep it
You see, that's
classy.
some freaky shit. That's not classy. That's disgusting.
What'd you think of that picture I sent?
Picture.
Your doppelganger.
Yo, that was some freaky shit. He looks just like me. He's even shaped
Yep.
like me. Where did you find
Yep.
this person?
Shaped
Got
like
the same stand and everything. I was
Yep.
like, what the fuck?
That's like
At first, I thought it
Mc-
was you.
I thought that was McKinney though. At first, I thought it was that dude.
Yeah.
But then that dude.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not him. No,
McKinney?
that's not.
Yeah, that was.
No, he reclassed.
Oh, I guess he reclassed to a fueler. I guess.
No, I think he said he reclassed to either a fueler or 88. But yo, when I saw that
Wonderful.
picture, I had to take a double take. I was like, he was same stance and everything. I'm
I'm
like,
telling you, that was him.
What?
When you said his name, that was it. I told you it was like McKinley or some shit.
Yeah, he did say that in the group too.
so he's still there then, because I know he was out there in the ball. He was in Estonia with us,
The
and then
specialist,
somehow
right?
he disappeared. Yeah, and he
Yep.
disappeared.
Yep, that's him. There he is.
You know what's the odd part? That motherfucker is from the Bronx.
Oh shit. So maybe
Yeah, he's
that's
from
where he
New
got the
York.
stand from. That little
You have
gay
any
stand.
like kids that you don't know about or something?
Let me tell you something. I found out more kids from my dad. He had a total of 6, me being the first.
That's what he told y'all.
Yeah, 2 boys and 4 girls. And I asked him one time, because when I discovered another sister, right? I was like, "Do you got any other kids floating around here?" He kind of gave me like a mad, somewhat of an annoyed scoff. He was like, "No, how the fuck I know? I got McKinney running around here in the Bronx, standing like me. He could be."
You think you're gonna ask him for child support or something?
No, I guess because of the fact. So I didn't need that
doing
back
that.
money, Dad. Nah,
doing
it's just
that.
weird. Because you know who pointed that shit out? It was Gilly that pointed that shit out. And then I remember, one day? It was all of us. It was like the battalion. I think it was after like battalion formation.
It's
or
always
whatever.
one day. It can't be 2 days. It's always one day.
Yeah. No one ever goes. There was that 2 days. That just doesn't make sense.
That's just like saying first sergeant. Oh, second sergeant. Yeah, I get it. No,
Yeah.
but it was that
Just
one
be
day.
sergeant.
But yeah, he pointed out. Gilly was like, "Yo, he called that dude and like called me over to that dude, and we stood side by side, and it was like the funniest yet most awkward shit because we did look alike. I was in denial for a while, but then I was like, I walked up to McKinney one day. I was like, "Yo, we do look alike." I was like, "Where are you from?" He's from the Bronx, and he's like 30 something years old with 2 kids.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think y'all are related.
We're not related.
He's
I don't
probably
know.
the brother right
everybody,
after you.
Yeah,
everybody has a doppelganger. That's the crazy part. Everybody has a doppelganger.
he also had asbestos in his hair too. It was crazy.
Asbestos,
Yeah,
and he has grays too.
yeah.
Or you guys probably ate from the same 7-Eleven.
I ain't never heard no shit like that before. Yeah. You guys probably ate from the same hot dog at 7-Eleven.
Where's
That's
the 7-Eleven so I
wild.
can avoid it?
There's only one 7-Eleven I found in Clarksville. There's one.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Bronx. Is it the one right next to the deli down on 42nd Street?
Yep.
You sound like some underpaid British actor that has to mimic a New York accent. Nah,
Yeah, at least he's getting money.
Hey, speaking of 7-Elevens, there's so many of them shits out here. It's ridiculous. There's so many fucking 7-Elevens. And you know what's awkward about them? They don't have Slurpee machines out here. They're just 7-Elevens where just sell snacks and drinks, but
You
no
go to the
Slurpee
back
machine.
to get the Slurpees.
Hey, whoa.
Personal straw.
Yeah. Oh. Now that's wild work. But no, there's 7-Elevens everywhere out here.
You walk into the back and end up in a golden shower.
Just
What
instant.
kind of 7-Eleven are you walking into?
You end up in the
Golden
gulag.
9-11.
Nah, that's 9-Eleven you walking into. I'm good. Nah, but I don't know. I've been to a 7-Eleven out here. They're all right. They're a little bit different than, conceptually, they're the same, but they just don't have Slurpee machines or the fucking hot dog that's been rolling for like 7 hours. They don't have that shit. They just have other shit.
Shop that.
Oh yeah, you like your hot dogs cured, huh?
No, that's crazy. God, I can't remember the last time I had a shop at hot dog. I think the last time I had one was right before I left Campbell.
They have
Yeah, it was.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do. They got the same shit like any other shop at. Same
You expect us to
overpriced shit.
believe that?
What? That they have the same stuff?
No, that you
No,
have
the
to have
last
hot
time
dog.
you had a hot dog was
Oh.
out here.
That was the last time I had a shop at hot dog. Was very much out there. Yeah. I know that's hard to believe, but it's the truth. That's the last time I had one. You can choose to believe it or not.
You had that
Yeah, he's
roundabout.
changing.
What's that one? Roundabout Glizzy. What's that?
Roundabout Glizzy?
What is that? The U-turn Glizzy? What the fuck's that shit called? Where?
What? That's the one where it just turns like a U and you just
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
feed it in like
The salami.
What kind of shit is that? A revolving glizzy? Who the fuck is going? Oh, that's crazy work. Nah,
Don't act surprised. You know what it is.
I know. I do not know. I wasn't the one that brought it up. That wasn't me. That's some wild work.
Yeah.
When did we?
You've
start
never
talking
seen
about
that.
dogs?
A revolving glizzy? No, I have not seen that ever. Never heard of it till now. So that wasn't my concept. So I never.
Let's just ask a question.
What's up?
Huh?
He said you just asked a question.
Oh, I'm just wondering, like, how did we start talking about hot dogs?
Because of 7-Eleven? Oh, no,
Okay.
because I mentioned that they don't have hot dogs at
Oh.
the 7-Elevens here. And
Take-
then it just
did
got
bring it
out of
up.
control.
You did bring it
So it
up.
wasn't
I
in
did.
your mind.
I did, but you guys brought it. You guys took it to another level, revolving glizzies that go around like this into your mouth like some weird ass.
I got one of that in my
Escalating,
fridge
revolving.
right now.
Legal U-turn Glizzy.
Hold on.
What the? What? You turn glizzy? Man, see, you guys are taking that shit. Nah. Like I said, sometimes I hate to see your browser history.
Hold on.
Because it's.
I gotta hurry up. I got the fridge open.
What, you getting the glizzy out? Probably frozen?
What the
James,
fuck?
what are you doing? What is he doing? What the fuck is that?
Got the sausage out.
My man pulled out the Hillshire Farm Revolver 2000. I bet that shit ain't even frozen. I bet you be laying on that shit at night. Let me see what the.
Dude, that's the penis of the cow.
Well, so you turn crazy.
Yo! And look, it's touching tips. Look, both tips are touching on that. Look at that shit. Oh, you got some. Wow.
I
You're
feel like he got
brave
up
for you
out
to
of bed to the kitchen just to
just
pull
to
that
do
out.
that. Exactly. He's like, yo, I gotta show them this dick
No, no,
real
no.
quick. Let me
I
go.
got up and I went out on the road real quick. So
We
now I'm
got
Why is your
just having a cup of
wait a
coffee.
minute? Why does your mouth sound full after showing the sausage? What do you got going on over there? You
I'm
like
having a cup of I'm having a cup of
cup
coffee.
of cup of dick.
Coffee, just a coffee.
This man gonna show us a sausage at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Cup of cock and
while
balls.
the tips are touching on Hillshire Farm sausage. Oh my god! I bet you get. I bet the whole. Is that whole thing just for you?
Oh no. We're
I
just waiting
find that
for you
hard to
when you get
believe.
back, man.
Yeah, he said the big one's
Hey
cut.
yo!
The big one's cut.
We're keeping it cured.
Ah shit! Hit my head on the mic. I gotta be quiet because I usually have
Of
like
course you
fucking
did.
quiet hour.
You could have hit your head on the table on the lights, but you choose to hit it on the mic. That's crazy.
It's right here. What, you want me to bang my head on the table?
Yeah, that would have been
What the
a
hell's the
little
matter
more,
with you?
less sus. But oh well, you over there hitting
Yo,
your heads on mic now.
Why is the
and
mic
you're showing
shaped
me
like that?
Yeah.
And that big
shape.
and that color? And why is it so close to your
Fucking-
mouth?
And
It's
why you got a black
microphone.
mic?
Why do you
You can
suck
be like
off black mic?
Beyonce and get a gold one. That's rude.
Oh, you want me
That's
to get a
rude,
fucking
Eddie.
microphone with glitter and rhinestones and shit?
Have you seen that video where the dude's like, he's on the phone and he goes, "Hey, I got caught blowing smoke in the bathroom," and then next thing you know, "What up, smoke?" And so he's dabbed up some dude.
Oh,
Yeah. I saw that.
I feel like that's a skit. I feel like that's a skit that James wrote. That's
Yep.
some wild shit.
He
Sausage
was on the
man over
phone
here.
talking. Yeah, he said he just got caught blowing smokes in the bathroom.
I gotta find that video. I have not seen that video, but I'm gonna find that video. What time is it? Shit, it's getting kind of late where I'm at. It's 9:36 right now, Wednesday evening, and the show went an hour and a half. I'm surprised because we just spent a half hour of it just bullshitting, and the other
It's
hour
already
is the
it's already
review.
nighttime there?
Yeah, it's 9:36 at night.
You
Look.
can't see? You think it's a green
Damn.
screen back
Oh
there?
shit, you got the outside.
Yeah, see,
Damn,
You ever
let's
I'm
see
on the
outside.
top floor. Didn't I show you what it looks like outside?
You
I
have a
didn't get
filter
to
on?
see. I had to leave.
Well, I'll show you. I'll show you some pictures. I'm on
You
a
have
high
the filter
rise.
on?
There's no filter.
Go, move your head again, James. Look around his head. You see how it like warps? You see that?
Mm.
You got a filter on, dude. I see that.
There's no filter. I don't put.
But
Come
you
on,
got like the
you don't play.
smooth skin, smooth face.
Oh, don't play me
filter
like
on.
that. This is all natural. Look at my hairline. Does this shit look like it's filtered? Like.
They wasn't able to filter that part out. That's gonna cost you $3.
Shut the fuck up. Look at my hairline. That shit go far back like childhood photos. You think I'm filtered right now? Like my shit
Yeah.
is. God, man, getting old.
Yeah,
Sucks sometimes.
it's gonna cost you to fill out the back street.
Can you imagine? You pay $3 for a filter hairline on TikTok.
Have you
All
seen
in
those
hands.
Indian haircuts? They're like 39 cents, and they like beat the shit out of your head. You seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. They'll light your hair on fire, slap you
What?
across the head. Those type of haircuts.
Like-
Nah, I see they put the cream on, like the sud thing.
They're literally
The
just
phone
slapping
thing.
you around for like 2 minutes.
What kind of stupid ass haircut is that?
Yeah, 79 cents. You should get
Some
your
people
head
like getting
straight.
slapped around. Nah, hell no. Ain't nobody slapping me around no fucking barber chair. You either gonna cut my hair or not. I'm not paying for somebody to slap me across the head.
Wait, have you seen those barber pranks where they're like lining up their lip, like their mustache, and then they stick their finger in their whole ass mouth? Like,
Oh,
what if someone
I've
did that to
seen
you?
those. Oh, they're gonna lose their barber's license because that whole place getting burned down. That's it. Ain't nobody playing those. Listen, you don't play with people on the barber chair, all right? Because all it
Hey,
takes is one fuck up.
once they do that, that's it, bro. It's over. There's no
No,
turning back
you-
from that shit.
You've already put
You
your
can't
finger in your
fucking-
mouth, so.
Hey, yo.
You gone. Too far gone.
Yeah, that's it. Your career is over at that point. You can't play around the barber chair. You can't do that. It's like playing around with somebody's food. Just can't do that. You can't do that. You know, we should
Saying,
probably do a
got
show.
milk?
We should do a show on food pranks, I think, or barber pranks. I don't know, I gotta think of some more. I gotta think of some good material. I think food pranks or food fights. I mean,
You ever
you guys
heard
have food fights and huh?
Oh, I was gonna say you heard that prank where you offer someone a stick of gum and then they're addicted to heroin.
Yeah, that's got to be like a Colorado prank or something. Because I never, I have never heard that.
I gotta get my lawn mowed.
No.
What, lawn mode? What, you pay somebody to mow your lawn, or you just fucking you
I'll
do it
probably
yourself?
have to this time.
Oh,
This is
dude,
one time.
he's not used to
This-
that because now he has a lawn.
Yeah, you're a homeowner now, so you have to like you gotta do
You need
your
a
own
lawnmower?
shit.
I didn't get one.
I could sell you one.
Oh yeah, how much?
Let's say 80,
Wait.
100
Before you
bucks.
say that, just know that I got my what?
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 What the fuck did you just say?
I don't know. What? No, I didn't say 300.
300 for lawnmower is crazy. That should better.
I don't know,
that should better
80
drive me to
bucks.
work.
$80.
Yeah, 80.
Gas or battery?
Gas.
All right.
Does
No.
it come with the gas? Does it come with some gas?
No, that's extra.
Wow.
It comes with queso. Queso.
What is this? TTA? You mean give me some food to revive myself if I get shot or blown up by the
It
gas?
comes with
thing?
Snacks.
It comes with a gently bitten hot dog.
Oh,
You
let
can
me
take
sit on
that.
it for a little bit.
Hey
Pause.
yo.
Pause.
Yo,
Pause.
no, he said that right after I said it comes with a gently bitten hot dog. He's like, let me sit on it. Hey,
I wasn't
yo.
paying attention. I
Hey,
didn't hear
earlier you said that you take it and you didn't even say pause after that. That's crazy.
Who said that? Oh yeah, he did say. Oh
No, you
he
said
didn't
what?
say-
Yeah, you said I take it. I take it.
I said that?
Yeah.
Take that.
No, I
take
didn't
that.
say that. I didn't say that.
You said
I
you're
don't even
taking
remember
it.
saying that. I don't even remember saying that. I didn't say that shit. Oh man, what time is it? Yeah.
Chill, bro. I'm new.
Wait. It's Thursday. Oh yeah, it's nighttime.
Yeah, it's Wednesday over here. It's Wednesday night.
It's Wednesday morning
Yeah, I
where
know.
I'm at.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy. I'm only 12 hours
Wednesday
ahead.
afternoon where I am.
12 hours. You're not 12 hours
Yeah,
ahead. You're like more like 14,
No, it's like-
15 hours.
No, it's 12 hours.
12 hours, dude.
It's 12
It's not
hours.
7:42 where you at.
It's 9:42 p.m.
Good. It's 7:42 here.
Okay, I'm 12 hours ahead.
Dude.
You're 12
I
hours
am,
ahead.
Yes, 12 hours ahead.
Minus 1, that's 3.
Minus 1 is 4.
So
No.
quick
I thought 12 hours ahead will be like, 7:42 where you're at. That's 12 hours ahead.
No, that'd be
Then I'd be
24, wouldn't it?
No. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
You guys are right. No, you guys are not right.
What the fuck?
How you just say we're right and then we're not right?
No,
You're not
because
right.
Oh.
12 hours ahead will be same time with me. From 12 to 12 was 12 hours, right?
No,
It's 12 to
Right.
11.
42 a.m. to 7:42 p.m. would be 24 hours.
No.
Okay, but here's
So he's
So-
72 hours into the future right now. No, I'm just kidding.
listen. Here's what you're missing, James. You're missing the fact that I'm on the other side of the international date line. I am 1 day ahead of you, so I am
We know
ahead.
that. We know that.
You're
know
supposed
that.
to be a pilot. You're the type
You're
of guy that's gonna
ahead.
fly.
Hold on. Let me.
No.
let me-
Wait. Yeah, you're right.
You know, James.
Wait, we're wrong.
When
You're
first...
Okay,
look.
no, we're actually right. Yeah.
Okay, look. James is gonna be the type on his first flight. You're gonna fly somebody into the Bermuda Triangle, and it's gonna be like 1965 when they land. You're gonna just like fuck everybody up.
Back in the
And it's-
fucking
they-
prehistoric time.
when they land, be like, yo, why are we flying over that Tyrannosaurus Rex? He just took everybody back in time. And then you'll still be arguing about 12 hours in the year
You're in
65
South Korea,
million
right?
BC.
You're in
Yeah.
South Korea, right? You're 14 hours ahead, my boy. 14.
Listen, all right, next episode we're gonna do time zones because I think
Go
we need to
check
learn time zones.
Chrome. Go check. You put your little laptop right next to you, right?
Yeah. The next episode we'll do.
You're 14
a show
hours ahead.
on time zones. Special
14
guest
hours?
Elmo.
Yeah. How do you
Elmo, the fucking count.
how do you
Oh
know
my.
you're 12 hours ahead? You're not. It's not 7:44 where you're at.
No, it's
It's
9.
7:44. from now, right, will be 12
You're
hours.
12 hours behind.
Listen. Let me
My
see if
man,
I
just go on Chrome real quick. Go on
Okay,
Chrome.
okay, hold on.
James, if
Okay, hold on.
7:44 for us right now in the morning, and he's 14 hours ahead, 2 hours from now, so 12 hours from now would be 7:44 p.m. for him, right? But you just said that he's 14 hours ahead. So if it's 7:44 p.m. for him, add those
It's not
2 more hours,
7:44.
which makes it 9:44 p.m. for him.
Good.
For
It's
14 hours.
It's good. It's 14 hours, right?
Yeah.
Good. That's what I was saying.
All right.
Okay.
How's he saying he's 12 hours ahead?
Okay, it's 14 hours. All right, he was right. It's 14 fucking hours. We sat here for 5 minutes.
It's simple
arguing.
math. 1 plus
It's
1
simple.
plus 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Right.
Plus 1.
You said 1 plus 1. You almost made a mistake on 1 plus 1. You sure it's simple math?
Yeah. Wait. The thing goes 2.
It's like arguing with your kid because your kid keeps saying that 1 plus 1 equals cat, and you're trying to explain to this little motherfucker that it is 2.
Jimmy's
Hey, man. In this case,
$5,
you're the cat guy.
and he takes $3 away. How much money did he have? Jimmy broke.
Nah, the answer's Apple.
No, he's broke.
Oh my god! I swear, I can't picture arguing with a kid about helping with homework. I don't know how much patience you guys think that. Real quick before I go, you guys think you have enough patience to help your kids with homework?
No, but before you go, just always remember, you're 14 hours ahead of us.
All right,
Always
yeah,
remember
you're
that.
right. We sat here and had a debate about the shit.
You're talking to James the pilot here, man. Relax. Relax. You're safe.
pilot,
You're safe.
yeah.
You know.
You don't have your license.
James the pirate. Yeah, James the pirate.
The Molly.
Hey, I'm close. We're close.
I am the captain now. Captain of the rowboat.
At least I can get in a plane. All like Eddie.
What are you talking about?
Nah.
You act like I'm on a no-flight list. You act like I'm on a no-fly list or some shit.
Last plane I was in, it was hijacked with a box cutter.
Oh, word? Oh, no wonder you look like that.
Yeah, dude.
The only 9/11 hijack survivor.
No arms, no legs.
You look like the McDonald's chicken nugget that fell on the floor.
I'm about to do that clucking robbery.
Oh.
Clucking Bell?
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself, robbing a chicken joint.
Yeah, I'm already doing it. I already did 3. Surprisingly, I survived. You know, all those skills I've learned. You know, I survived the 3. Normally, I would just go in and die. There's too much guys shooting at me.
Right.
I was gonna say why, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this shit.
Yeah, I gotta go get ready.
All right, well, shit. Thanks for joining the show. Of course, gender reveals. Yeah, just if you're gonna do gender reveals, be smart about it. Personally, I think we should end.
Slash sausage. Don't forget that.
I thought you said glass sausage. I was about to say, what the fuck is... I heard glass sausage, too.
No, black.
My mouth was full. My mouth was full.
Hey, yo. Anyway, real quick PSA. If you're going to have gender reveal parties, do it safe. Keep it simple. Don't do any crazy shit. But I personally think we should do away with gender reveals. Yeah, I think we should do away with gender reveals. I think we're done with those.
Just lay on the bed. Just lay on the bed when I get back.
What the hell are you talking about?
Who the hell are you talking to?
Oh shit, you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, no shit. Yo, it sounds crazy.
My bad.
I get back. Nah, you're good. Anyway, thanks for joining the show, everybody. Executive producer Skinless Chicken, Captain James, and co-host. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And we'll do this again. Next show is Thursday.
About the GTA.
James wasn't talking to nobody. He was just creating his own aura.
Say what?
Why you like that, Skillers?
Wait. What did he say?
When he was telling him to lay down, he wasn't talking to nobody.
Oh, who knows, man? He's sitting here trying to create fake scenarios and shit. So people be like, "Oh, I want to get to know him."
Hey,
ain't nobody there.
So a black man can't shine no more, huh? Since they got rid of the baby oils. I see how it is. If it ain't baby oil, you ain't shining.
Hey,
Well, the sun's out, and You'll shine off your
Mm.
forehead.
Shit. Speaking of oil, real quick, you know the new season of South Park, they're gonna make fun of Diddy in
I
one of
saw
the new
that.
You
episodes.
ready for
No.
school?
I can't wait to see that episode. I saw the little trailer for it. They're gonna make fun of him, and I think it's gonna be a stupid ass season. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, he's like
But
they're like
anyway,
in space, and Diddy has a jetpack. It's fucking weird.
and there's Starvin Marvin there too, which I'm surprised they brought that motherfucker back. We got Starvin Marvin in one of the episodes. I haven't seen that dude in years. That, that shit is so bad. I don't even know how that's. Well, South Park is one of those cartoons you can't really cancel anyway. It's not like, you can't make
It's
fun of
person
Ethiopian
playing
kids. It's fucking South Park. Anyway, thanks for joining the show. It's getting late and it's almost quiet hours where I'm at, and I will see you guys
Nah,
next
man, go to
episode, which
sleep,
is
man. Ain't
Thursday for
nobody
me.
trying to hear your old ass anymore. Go to sleep. Night night. Make sure you take your
Uh,
one a day.
hey, don't you got a diaper to change? Your own?
He said
Tough,
diaper,
tough, tough,
diaper.
tough. Okay,
Diaper. No,
Boston. We hear you, Boston.
I'm not from Boston. I keep telling you, people, don't do that. Oh man, Chico just joined the show. We're about to wrap it up. Anyway, Chico, thanks for joining the show. We are about done. It was about gender reveals. So you gotta go to work too. You're up the same time as me.
Chico. Chico just sliding
But
through.
yeah, appreciate it. No, I'm always praise people whether they come through for a minute, a second, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it. Thank you, and we'll do this again next time. Yeah, we both got to go to work. See you guys later. We'll do it again next time. Peace out.
Nah, man. Stay up. Stay light skinned.
I try. Believe me, I do.
With all those lights you
Hey, shut up. Later.
All right, back to the plantation we go.